Hey everyone, welcome to the reaction and discussions of some damn good Studio Ghibli productions. My name is Bella and I'm here with
Kayla.
And our first movie we're going to talk about is Howl's Moving Castle.
Okay, so Howl's Moving Castle is how Sophie's simple life takes a turn for the exciting when she gets trapped in a disturbing situation. And she meets a sorcerer who is named Howl, who eventually rescues her, but she is cursed with a spell that makes her old. She can't talk about this spell, but when she falls in love and when she eventually falls in love with Howl, she turns young again. So she becomes part of his family, and it's a romantic story between Howl the sorcerer and Sophie the Hatter from the Hat Shop. Now, their villain is the vengeful Witch of the Waste, who is in a fit of jealousy because her past discord with Howl in his heart, and because of that, that's why she put the curse on Sophie. Sophie must accompany Howl and her companions as she meets along the way, and a powerful fire demon, and lives in his castle on a dangerous adventure in the wars that tears their kingdoms apart.
Okay, and we have some very main characters. One of the main characters is Howl, of course, and he is the main person. He is a magician, and yeah. And then we have the Hatter, Sophie, and that is like the main character / love interest. She gets cursed, as you know, and later on she realizes that in order to break the curse, she has to fall in love, and which she does so after she falls in love. And then we have the fire demon who really runs the house, and his name is Calcifer. He isn't that big of a character, but he's pretty big. He runs the household. And
he's a supporting character.
Yeah. And then we have just a few other ones, which is Turnip Head, it's the Scarecrow, Markle, he is Howl's apprentice, and then the Witch of the Waste, the person who curses Sophie.
Okay, turning points and shocking parts. Turning point is when Sophie comes back into the hat shop, and that's when the Witch of the Waste curses her and turns her into an old woman. So Sophie goes and finds the Witch of the Waste in the mountains, which are called the Wastes, and eventually finds Howl's castle. Now, that's basically prolongs that story. Another turning point is when Howl asks her to go to the castle in her name, or his name, so that he does not have to meet the main sorceress of the kingdom that the kingdom is partaking in, the war. And eventually, the sorceress gets rid of the Witch of the Waste's powers. So her powers are gone. And then eventually Sophie and the Witch of the Waste become family, along with the main sorceress's dog. So yeah. Another shocking point is at the end when apparently Turnip Head is the missing prince in the kingdom that has caused the war to start. And when Sophie kisses him on the cheek, he turns back into the prince. And apparently the spell can be only cured by true love's kiss. But Sophie loves Howl. So that's another shocking point, that Sophie's true love was the prince of that kingdom, but actually loves Howl. And that's how her curse is lifted.
And so we do have some romance in this little movie. Like one romance part or the main one is between Howl and Sophie. Howl, in the very beginning, he comes off as kind of flirtatious.
He rescues her in the first part.
Yeah.
And it's really sweet. No.
Yeah, but he still comes off as flirtatious. I mean, come on.
People say that he will take pretty girls and eat their heart. Isn't that true, Bella?
He ain't got no heart though. Legit.
He does not, because Calcifer, the fire demon,
Spoilers. Yeah.
Spoilers.
That's the heart.
has it.
Yeah. Anywho, we do have a little side stories with the missing prince. Yeah, he actually does like Sophie a little bit, but that's cool. But it's kind of sad at the same time because.
And there's no sequel to this, so we don't know what happens because the prince at the end says he's gonna come back for her. So we do not know if they eventually get together.
Yeah. And so we do have a little bit of things. And yeah, that's our podcast for this first one.
Thank you for listening.